Hola, 'tis Alycia. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I thought we'd look into Queen Consort Camilla. Or shall we just say Queen Camilla? I, okay, first, obviously, I'm an American, so I don't know. I did a little basic research, so don't at me if you're some monarchist and you're like, actually, just gonna say that. What I found was Queen Elizabeth II, Queenie, who's now kicking it with pill bugs. In case you're wondering now, no, I don't like the royals. So you might not want to watch this. Okay, so Queen Elizabeth II, she announced that it was her most sincere wish that when the time comes, Camilla would be known as Queen Consort as she continues her loyal service. Then King Sausage Fingers, yeah, not a fan. Don't start at me. I do not care about whatever medical condition he has. He's no bueno. We are deeply conscious of the honor represented by my mother's wish, Charles said in response to his mother's statement in February. Camilla will take the title of Queen Consort, which indicates that she is the spouse of a king instead of title of queen because members who marry into the royal family can't inherit the throne. So there seems to be some uproar. Now, I think there's a palace source that said, well, it's just because Queen Consort Camilla is just so much longer than saying Queen Camilla. The consort's a description, not a title. Well, then why didn't Queenie say that? She said Queen Consort Camilla. So, what's the deal here? Now I think, I swear I did a reading on this. Couldn't tell you where it is. Back in the day, there was something to the effect that it looked like Charles was really pushing for all sorts of things in his favor once he became King Charles. And so it just felt like there's kind of like some pushing on his side. I think there's some things he did on his own anyway. And I'm not so sure that when the Queenie made this announcement, if she did, my opinion, that she wrote this about Queen Camilla Consort. Anyhow, it seems like he's changing the deal. Maybe he's not. Maybe this is just because it's so hard to say Queen Consort Camilla. I don't know. Anyhow, I thought let's just look into it because I'm curious. Let's start with, did Queen Elizabeth II, did Queenie give a rat's ass if Camilla was queen or queen consort? Did Queenie care? Stop. A Seven of Swords? This is a... My, let's pay our Seven of Swords tax. If you're new here, Seven of Swords, anytime it comes up, it means somebody's trying to get away with some sneaky shit. And I pay a tax. I put a coin, paperclip, something in the box. And then at the end of the year, I count them up and I donate it to a charity that is worthwhile and not one of those scammy, slimy ones. All right, what do we have going on here? There's an idea that she knows Queen Camilla, we'll just call her Camilla for now, she's going to be a star of the show alongside King Sausage Fingers. In the past, there's a lot of gossip about Camilla. Not a lot of people like her. They're talking smack. You know, that whole King Tampon, cheating on Diana, although they were cheating before. Well, they weren't cheating. I guess they were what? You know the story. You were there. There's this idea, though, that there could be some shady shenanigans with her getting this title of queen. We have the unspoken fear here is about Charles. Interesting. There he is in all his glory. There is an unspoken fear here about Charles and that he's just spoiled bratty. Spoiled bratty. That's what we're going to call him. There's an idea here that Charles wants to make his own creative rules and ideas and how things are going to go along. He just wants to do it his way. He has a better way of seeing the monarchy. He's just so full of ideas. He's just a great marketing director of the monarchy. Okay. However, it seems like the reason why she didn't want it to be queen consort, though, is because it's going to piss a whole bunch of people off. Or she didn't want her to be queen, separate. by itself. She wanted her to be queen consort. There's a specific reason it's for that title, because there's going to be a bunch of people pissed off or sin over her being just referred to as queen. There's this idea that titles and the meaning and all of this stuff starts tumbling down a hill once we start mucking with them. So this is why she specifically said queen consort, because then it's like, well, what about my title? What about my title? With all these people in this family with their titles. And they're all going to be starting to fight over this shit. So yeah, Queenie, wanted her to be queen consort for a reason, because then it's like the titles start getting mucked with. So it's almost like, well, if she's going to be calling herself queen and not queen consort, then I'm going to call myself, the king of West End or whatever, and that's going to be my title. Oh, well, I'm going to be the whatever, and I'm going to be the whatever. So there was a point. Why the change from, I guess we'll say, from the palace? Why the change since Queenie's gone? Is it because of simplicity? Or is it Charles' creative marketing? Charles wants it. Charles wants it. Charles was pretending to play ball back in the day when Queenie's alive and wanting, and whoever else wanting to have these titles. Well, he's in control now, bitches, and that's what he said, and it goes. He wants her to get her fair due. She was always supposed to be queen, but I could not marry her, so meh. Oh my gosh. He's been waiting forever to do this. He hopes this does not reflect badly upon him, but he wants to start over, and he wants to make it as it should have been from the beginning. She always should have been queen. He feels that they've been doing enough work to endear Camilla to the Commonwealth, the community, the world. And the only obstacle here is telling the proper story, the PR, the whatever. So there you go. This is him. He wants this. Okay. What does Big Willie think of this change? Does he care? Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he's like, go ahead, old man. Do what you want. You're not going to be ruling for long. What does Big Willie think of changing Camilla from queen consort to the queen? He's very well aware that this is what his father had always intended to do. So he knows that his dad's decreed said that this was going to happen. However, he thinks that at some point this can come back swiftly, quickly to bite his father in the ass. The overriding concern we have here is his mother. His mother is the queen in a lot of people's minds. And this is an idea that this will be seen negatively by the public as a thing by Camilla's trying to snatch her a title that wasn't hers, that was supposed to belong to Diana. The driving ambition we have with the Knight of Pentacles is she's put in the work, and he does not dispute that she's done work in terms of being there as Charles's consort. However, emotionally, underneath it all, people do not and will not see her as Queen Camilla, period. It's going to be a thing where no matter how much they try to tell the public, give the public all of the reasons, the stories, how this is such a feel-good moment, how this is, oh, it's just for simplicity or whatever, people are not going to like it, and it's going to almost kind of like have them instantly triggered into remembering Diana. Like, brrr, but Diana would have been queen. No, what is this? This is low budget queen. This is not who was supposed to be queen. How dare she? So, meh. I would ask what the dim-witted ginger thinks, but I don't care. How's the public going to react? Let's give it like after the coronation, later on in the year. How is the public going to react to Queen Camilla? You know, it'd be all official by then. Okay. They're just going to kind of tolerate it. They'll go along with the PR story, not really into it. We have this idea. We're like sad, like, oh, it could have been whatever, right? The people are not that happy. They're like, well, we know it should have been Diana. It's not her. All right, we'll give her a fair shake. So here we are. We're gonna work together with Queen Camilla now, and yeah, she's here. Here she is, the queen of the castle, right? But then it looks like at some point they have enough. I don't know what she does. Something here where she might pull some type of shenanigans. I don't know what type of shenanigans Camilla could pose or do, unless it's Charles doing shenanigans with Camilla. I don't know. Either way, here we have the director of marketing of the monarchy, Charles, whipping up some story for something. So, kind of like what I've seen before, where Charles isn't in there for the long haul. This is like doing shenanigans and it all comes crashing down. So, I don't think the public's that invested in them. It doesn't even look like they get enough time to invest that much thought, energy, anger, happiness, anything into the whole idea of a Queen Camilla. It's kind of like a whatever, whatever. So that's what I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, subscribe, come join me in the Moon Moth Manor, and I will see you next time. Adios.